should believe that I was wrong. Can you hear much? I can't speak freely all night long. Can you hear much? 'Cause I know where I should belong. What you said, I don't care. Now it's time I give my version of your sweet word. Bullshit.
All right.
This is free, so listen up. Why nobody dare?
Jamming to some royalty-free alternative rock here. Let's give it up. So we're gonna talk about bringing some life into your presentation, into your streams, into your pitches, into whatever you're doing online. Because here's the deal, people. Here is the brass tacks. We're gonna tell you right now. Screen share. It's incredibly important that you understand that, OBS, Open Broadcast Software, is not short for Open Boring Software, okay? Just because kids use these streaming tools to stream games is not our problem. Check this out. If you take broadcast television since the 1950s, I asked Copilot to give me just a rough estimate, and it came up with a $3.5 trillion business in gross revenue. That's broadcast television. All right, we're not talking about movies. We're not talking about editing. We're talking about a specific way of creating a presentation, about creating something. You have a storyline, whatever it is. It's a Dick Van Dyke Show. It's Friends. Whatever it is, there's something that you're going to place on that television. There is a process. There are production techniques, and we're going to go over them right today. That's right. All right, so just to show you the breadth and depth of how intimate this platform, the streaming platform, can be, I'm going to embarrass myself for everybody, just so everyone can relax. All right, so we're gonna sing. All right, this is way beyond. These guys sing like all the way up here, and I'm afraid of getting a strike because of copyright. On LinkedIn or on YouTube. So we're going to have just the most ridiculously embarrassing performance. And we're all going to try to sing this Friends theme song. And then we're going to look at our Friends episode. And we're going to, with the sound off, and we're just going to spend a couple of minutes checking out the Friends episode. And then we will end with our favorite guest here, Alex Hormozi, for some excellent advice to end with. So this is kind of like almost like the old Johnny Carson show or something. So we've got all kinds of fun lined up. So let's get back to our sing-along. Okay, so this involves, so I've got hand claps here, and this involves getting the audio and my voice off of the computer, presenting it to you, so there's no echo or craziness like that. And I am monitoring now the audio of my voice, and so we're going to go here, and we are now, and I also now have, I'm going to play the track, and we're going to move the track in and out, and you'll see the lyrics, so we're going to sing along. So I'm going to mute it in and out because I don't want to I'm going to try to avoid a copyright strike on my account. So here we go. Get ready. I'm doing this for you guys. All right. I'm doing this for you guys. It's going to be painful. So make sure you sing loud enough so you can't hear me. All right. Here we go. One told you I was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke the DOA. You've always in second gear. When it has your day, week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to pour, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before, I'll be there for you. 'Cause you're there for me too. Still in bed at 10, and work began at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you that days like these, she didn't tell you when the world brought you down to your knees that I'll be there for you. When the rain starts to pour, I'll be there for you. Like I've been there before, I'll be there for you. Just there for me too. Okay, let's hope we beat the copyright strikes. I told you that was going to be horrific. You didn't believe me? Man, that dude, they sing all the way up here. I don't got that like all up high there top voice. So I hope you sang, and so you didn't have to listen to that horrific audio presentation. But within that presentation, I was combining my voice with the voice, with the sound of a YouTube stream together. We had claps at the end. Those are all integral parts of the 10. What do we say here? We said the $3.5 trillion business. All right, broadcast TV, easy for me to say. If you go all the way back to the 1950s, generated approximately $3.5 trillion. All right, that's how powerful this medium is. And so now we're going to take a look at Friends, an episode, and we're going to, with the sound off, and we're going to just look at the camera shots. All broadcast TV involved a 4-camera shoot. All right, and so they are getting really super slick here with their 4-camera shoot, and we're going to try to. And so the 4-camera shoot is camera 1 is over here, camera 3 is over here, camera 2 is always like the wide shot, and then the camera 4 is like a free agent, so it's moving on to fill the hole. So it's 1, 2, wide shot, 3. And so they start off here with an interesting interplay, I think, with 2 and 4, because Rachel, I think, is 1, and so you'll see. Okay, so here we go. All right, so there. Okay, I'm sorry. That was quick. See, they're quick. They're switching quick. Okay, let's watch that again. They go fast here. Okay, so that's 1. That's probably 2. That's 1, camera 1. That's camera 4, I think. And that's definitely camera 2. Camera 2 is bringing it in. That's camera 3. That's camera 1. Or camera 2. That's definitely camera 3. Camera 3. Camera 3. That's definitely camera 2. Wide shot. Camera 2. Camera 2. Camera 3. Camera 1. Camera. Yeah, okay, that's camera 2. There, see, there's an interplay between 2 and 4. That might be camera 4, actually. That's definitely camera 2. That's definitely camera 2 in the wide shot. When the close-up was camera 1 to 2. That's camera 1. Camera 1. And then what's happening to the camera guys is ready camera 2. He's saying ready camera 2, take camera 2. So that's camera 2. All right. Ready camera 1, take camera 1. So that's what's happening behind the scenes. Ready camera 2. Ready camera 2. Ready camera 2. take camera 2. That's camera 3, actually. Take camera 3. Camera 1. So, 4 elements moving the story along. All right? You understand what I'm saying? So we have 4 elements. Let's give it up. So we have 4 elements moving the story along. And in this presentation that I'm doing for you now, here's like camera 1. Here's like camera 2. Here's like camera 3. Right? 3, 4, 5. Let's give it up for camera 3, 4, and 5. All right, and that's the point of me doing this sing along and everything, is to let you know that this software wasn't made to create better PowerPoint presentation. This software was made to broadcast, restream, OBS, open broadcasting software. And behind this ideology of a broadcast is a $3.5 trillion way of doing business, way of producing. So as this broadcast software came up, you have Twitch and OBS and Streamlabs, and then kids just got on there and they were able to fill the excitement with gaming and the interplay that the gaming sort of scene gave. But we as professionals, we as business people, and who are trying to pitch, who are trying to sell, we're trying to gain some sort of exposure. You want to be professional, right? And so what do you get? The worst thing in the world is to be on these Zoom pitch calls where you have like 10 or 15 people doing presentations over 90 minutes or 2 hours, and it can be the most excruciating freaking thing in the planet. So many deals have gone bad because the presentation sucked and the presentation was boring. If you, if you know what I'm talking about, you know that here's some dude trying to raise money for his business, and the window is open in the background, right? So he's backlit. You can't really see his face. He's got bad audio. He's using the audio of the camera, and he's going and he's droning on and on about his business. And then he says, "Okay, I'd like to screen share. What button do I push to screen share? Okay, who's going to be able to stay awake to listen to your whatever it is you're trying to present? Whereas here, I can move around with ease, and I even have a can I get my face in there? Yeah. So this is my intro, just like the Friends intro, and I'm able to put royalty-free music to back it up, just because I like to. Right? So I always open with an intro, and I always have some decent music at a good level. And so what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, if you don't have an intro, if you don't have an outro, and if you cannot move from one scene to another, from your PowerPoint presentation to a video, and do it with ease, and have your name up there, and remove your name, and then bring your name back, and then remove it again. If you can't do that at a click of a button, you, my friend, are an amateur. And you're on the stage and you're on the platform with people like me who have mastered this tool. So, if if you don't like to be, to present your business or the thing that you're doing in an amateurish fashion, you know where to find me. Comment below or give me a shout out at my email address. I was on a campaign giving away the service for free just to get the word out. I'm looking for some tasty testimonials, so I offered to work with people for no charge. We meet 3 times. We go live at the end of the 3rd meeting. We build you an intro. We build you an outro. We set up a 4-scene menu from which you can select from, and then we go live. And I was giving away that for free, but now the response was overwhelming, so I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. But contact me anyway if you're interested in a presentation with good audio, good lighting, an intro, an outro, and something that mimics the $3.5 trillion television broadcast industry. All right? There's no, we don't have to think about it. It's already been figured out what works. We know what works. Friends work. All in the Family. Dick Van Dyke Show when I was growing up. Mary Tyler Moore Show. Bob Newhart Show. I'm sure you can think of your favorite shows. The work has been done. We know how to make compelling content. And sitting there on your Zoom call being backlit and struggling to find the screen share button is is embarrassing. We don't want to do that, and we don't want to be there. So, on that note, we're going to have a listen to a recurring favorite guest of ours. Let's give it up for Alex Hormozi. Let's hear some words of wisdom from Alex, and we'll call it an evening. All right. I'll cut the sound, and we'll say hello to see what Alex has to say. All right.
Number 6, and this is a big one, proof over promise. So what a lot of beginners do, and they read, $100 million offers, and they're like, I have a Grand Slam offer. And so because of that, I've got this big thing with all these bonuses and the stack and these guarantees, and I've got a premium price, and yet no one's buying it. So what I want to do is walk you through a hypothetical. Let's say on one extreme, we've got somebody who has an amazing, crazy, awesome offer for whatever. They promise you the world and beyond. On this extreme, same core product or core service as the first guy, except he has no crazy offer. He just has 1,000 testimonials. Who is going to get the most customers? This guy. And so your proof is going to do more selling than any promise can possibly do, because the promises all function as an approximation of the likelihood that they're going to get a result. And proof is always going to be more compelling. And so when you're starting out, you want to capture as much proof as humanly possible. Now, I have a huge amount of stuff on proof because I'm obsessed with it, but I'll give you 4 very good things that you can do to make your proof more compelling. Number 1, recent proof is better than delayed proof. So if proof was 5 years old, proof that's from last week is going to be more compelling. Second is you want it to be as visual as possible. So just a bunch of words on a screen is less compelling than a screenshot of someone's bank account after they made money. Or someone saying, hey, I lost 20 pounds is not as compelling as the picture of them losing 20 pounds, which is also less compelling than a video of them weighing in and then a video of them weighing out. The third component for proof that I'll give you is you want high volume. And the nice thing is that most businesses actually have a lot more proof than they know they do. They just never capture it. And so one of the things that I did in our brick and mortar chains that we'd had with all of the gyms I do across all our brick and mortars is if you look at Yelp, you look at Google, you look at Facebook, all of these have reviews for your business. And so for me, and if you're digital, then you have Facebook reviews on your Facebook page and things like that. And so I would go into the stars, you click into it, and there's like 100 of them, and then you just screenshot each one of them. So if you have 100 5-star reviews on Yelp, that's like a mediocre Yelp account, right? But if I screenshot 100 of those, and then I frame them, and I put them on my lobby wall from floor to ceiling, it's overwhelming the amount of proof that is. And so most businesses have way more proof than they think they do. They just don't leverage it. And so one of the easiest things you can do, take the screenshots of all review sites across all platforms, show them individually, and show them as your new wallpaper. And the fourth element of proof is that you want to capture pain. And so let me explain by this. So I've been able to look at a zillion ads across all companies where they have testimonial ads from customers or user-generated content to be fancy, right? The thing is the content that begins with pain converts significantly higher. And so this is my theory around this, which is that the pain relates to the customer or prospect where they're currently at. If they start with the promise, it's too far disconnected. But if you start with pain, they relate to the person, and then you can take them through the story of them getting the result. But if you start with the end result, it's too disjointed, it's too far away, and it becomes less believable. So if you had to pick between proof or promise, double down on proof. And that's also the reason that I tell everyone to start with giving stuff away for free, because it's the easiest and fastest way to get tons of it. Best time to ask someone for a testimonial is at the moment of greatest satisfaction. All right, so that's also, by the way, different from the best time to sell. All right, because you want to sell at the moment of greatest pain. You want to get a testimonial at the moment of greatest satisfaction. So think about it this way. If I were to say, hey, you have a steak dinner, and you have a steak and you're starving, you're like, oh, this is great, blah, 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 blah. The moment to sell you the steak is right before you've had the steak, and then you eat the steak. Now, after you have the steak, is that the moment that I say, would you like another steak? Not really, because you're like, I'm full, I'm good. So that's the point of greatest satisfaction, not the point of greatest deprivation. Now, after I've had the steak, if I say, hey, would you mind like looking in the camera and saying how great the steak was? People are like, oh my God, it was amazing, it was so great, you guys should definitely check this place out, it's awesome, right? And so, point of greatest deprivation is when you make your sale. Point of greatest satisfaction is when you collect your proof. Number 7, raising prices almost.
All right, come on. Some great stuff there from Alex. How about when he said, you know, you've got one dude over here, best offer in the world. Everything looks great. Another guy over here, same exact business, same exact segment, same exact thing, and this guy's got the offer, but this guy's got 1,000 testimonials. Which one do you go for? You go for the guy with the testimonials. Come on, yes. And if you notice that video, Alex is using the basic foundation of the 4-camera shoot. Even if he's just taking the one camera and moving it in, Alex does a lot of this. He'll be talking and then he'll move in like that with the camera. And then there's even a third, so he'll move in closer and closer. And then you can set that up here, because I think they do that in editing. But you can set that up in here to get closer and then even closer if you so choose. And that is the format that's proven. The 4-camera shoot, broadcast television, and more, just to have a Zoom, post your Zoom conversation. It's just like, my God, can you just give me a little bit of eye candy? You know? And so these are the times that we're in. Lights, camera, action, people. Lights, camera, action. And once again, I'm up to my eyeballs now in work. I got some really great, awesome people to present to you, and I'm excited about doing these intros for this first group of people. If you have a compelling business or something, if you have just something that's completely mind-blowing, I'll extend this offer to something that is just out of this world. But generally, the doors are closed as far as me doing this in exchange for a relationship, small relationship, and a testimonial. We'll be hanging together for about 3 or 4 meetings, and then we go live. And I was offering to do that. Intro, outro, set up the 4-camera shoot, the 4-scene shoot, the 4-scene presentation, and we work together. We have a great time. You give me an awesome testimonial. I'm going to help you promote your business, and that was going to be the deal. Those doors are closed. But, if you have just something that's just super amazing, I might open up the doors again. So it doesn't hurt to shout out. There's my email right there. Leave a comment below if you'd like, and that too will get me to respond to your inquiry. All right, so lights, camera, action. That's where we're going. That's where we're headed, people. Let's create some engaging content, shall we? All right. Hope you enjoyed our little presentation here. It was late night tonight. Got on late. But, and we're going to talk more about with these lives. Your LinkedIn feed the numbers just go off the charts. We'll talk about that later. All right, people. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Oh, wow.
I only wanna know that you're gone and go away. I only do things that are bad for me, and I only listen up when it's time to go home. 'Cause I reach